Good morning, it's Rachel, and it's absolutely an amazing, beautiful Wednesday. I'm sitting outside right now at the Chattahoochee River, enjoying some of the sunshine, and wanted to just do a little chat here with you, some little Wednesday, we're going to call it Wednesday Wisdom. And I want to talk about learning how to watch your own thoughts. It's a technique that I use every day. Every morning I do it, and I have found it super impactful in my life. From it, I have found myself to be grounded, more grounded, I should say, not always, calmer, and it's impacting not just my personal life, but also my business, my career, and it is helping me make money, which is incredible and amazing. I mean, let's be honest, don't we all want to be able to, I shouldn't say we all, I know I want to be able to make money, provide for my family really nice things, be able to take fabulous trips, and have a life that is just out of this park fun. So here we go. This is what we do. Go ahead and look around. Wherever you are, look around. Like right now, I'm at the park, and I'm so fortunate, right, that I can do this in the middle of the day, and I see just around me a lot of beautiful greenery, the trees and the grass. When I look out just a little bit beyond, I see a bench, and actually on that bench are some beautiful flowers. I think they're sunflowers, it looks like, from here. And then I look a little further, and actually I see the water. I see just some gentle ripples in the river. And then I see pockets of just like stillness. I see beauty, really, just all around me right now. I look up and I see a blue sky. It's perfectly clear out, and gorgeous fluffy white clouds. So I want you to just take a second and just look around and take in your scenery. What do you see? And when you're complete, you just close your eyes. You can still see that whatever you saw, or you can choose to visualize yourself maybe by the river like I am, or in a park, in the mountains, the ocean, whatever works for you. And then we are going to tap into the rest of the senses, right? So we tapped into sight, and I want you to tap into touch for a moment. So what are you touching? What is your seat touching if you're seated down? Or if you're standing up, what are your feet touching? Like right now I'm seated on a picnic table bench, and it's not the most comfortable. It's also not uncomfortable, but I feel the ripples underneath my tush. I feel the ripples underneath my forearms as I just rest my arms down. I feel my clothing touch my skin, and so fortunate that I got to take an amazing yoga class today at the beautiful Bring It Home in Buckhead. So I still feel actually a little bit of sweat on my low back. I know that's kind of gross, so sorry. But just being honest of what I feel right now, what I feel touching my body. And then what do you hear? What do you hear around you? Can you tap into your sense of hearing? I hear bugs just like sort of buzzing around. And I hear people. I think they're just like maybe walking by. And I hear cars every once in a while pass by. And if you really tune in, I hear like a plane flying above me. I hear a bird chirping in the background. And what do you hear in your space right now? And what do you feel on your skin? Like, what's the temperature right now on your skin? Like, I feel the sun on my skin right now, so it's warmth. It feels almost like a gentle hug. Every once in a while, I feel a little bit of a breeze on my shoulders and my back. What do you feel? What is the temperature in your space right now? And how do you feel that affect your body? And then what do you taste, right? Like, you know, it's just a little bit after lunch right now for me while I'm making this video. So what do you taste still maybe on your tongue or on your lips or the back of your throat? Actually, I have not had a smoothie, so I still taste a little bit of the chocolate, a little bit of the sweetness in my mouth, and it's really good as I put a little more focus on it. Another shout out, right, to Sama, whew, right in Buckhead, right next to Bring It Home. They have some pretty incredible smoothies. It's an Ayurveda-based cafe, and oh, I just love it. Definitely go check it out if you're here in Atlanta. So, but what do you taste? Notice that. So now we've tapped into all of our senses. Where are your thoughts? Like when you get still right now, where are your thoughts? Like this morning when I was doing this, because I do practice this every morning, a lot of my thoughts are on a lot of things I needed to do today, right? Like I need to call up the synagogue and find a date for my daughter's bat mitzvah, right? Like to do things were some of them. I had thoughts about my love letter that goes out every Sunday. And if you're interested in receiving that, just give me a shout out. Let me know. And I had thoughts about my day. Like I knew that I had sessions with clients today. So I was thinking about them and the impact that I know coaching has on their life. And then I started to think about the impact that coaching has had on my life. And it's been a compounding effect of little micro shifts that have really shifted who I am in such an amazing way that I'm just so beyond proud of myself. And for a long time, I could have never said that. So then, of course, that brought me right down into the thought of why am I proud of myself? And the thoughts of the ability to create multiple successful businesses. And then again, to start over and to do it again. Even when at times I've had a lot of doubts. And I still do, right? Like, so then thoughts of self-doubt came in. Like, you know, is this working? What I'm doing right now? Is there something else I should be doing? And if there's something else I should be doing, what is that? Like, these are just random thoughts I had. So take a moment here and start to notice, what are your random thoughts? And of course, there were many more. And then just allow your eyes to open, and if possible, grab a piece of paper. And I want you to just start to free write. I call it a thought purge. I want you to just purge out your thoughts and write them in sentence form. Like, for example, I turned to mine this morning. One of my thoughts that I wrote out is Julia's bat mitzvah is coming up. I really need to solidify a date. I need to contact the brewery in town about the yoga rave that Mary Beth Howell and I are trying to plan. I need to respond to Kim's email and follow up on teacher training. I need to make a flyer for the open house at Lyft on Saturday. And it goes on and on, like lots of thoughts. And then one of them was like, I want to make a video, a meditation, and an email to send out to my list. So that's this thought, right? Like manifesting it. So what are your thoughts? Write them out. And some other thoughts, just to give you some idea, are going to be thoughts like, is anyone listening to my Facebook lives, or is anyone reading my emails? Yeah, those are, are those thoughts serving me? And then once you have all these thoughts written out, you have this opportunity to just like look at them, right? You can look at them. So I call this, this is just like a beautiful way of letting go. So you hold these thoughts in your mind, but if you don't put them out on paper, they just stay in your mind and in your body. And often they take up a lot of space, a lot of energy, and they can become super heavy for us. So you write them out, you let them go, like just purge, get them out of your body. And then you look at them. And as you go down and you look at these thoughts, you can decide as you look at every thought, this is just a thought. So whether people are listening or not, I can say to myself, this is just a thought. The other day I had a student that left class early, and I had all sorts of thoughts about it. And I could say to myself, these are just thoughts. My son asking me to get school supplies last minute, and being a little bit of a challenge sometimes, right? Like, this is just a thought, right? Like being able to write them down, look at them, and then tell yourself, talk to yourself about them. This is just a thought. Can be very powerful. At least for me, it has been. Now, after you look at these thoughts, a lot of the work we do in mindset coaching is we take these thoughts, we look at them, and then the ones that are not positive, the ones that are not serving you, or the ones that you look at and you're like, eesh, those ones we want to make neutral, right? So we can look at these thoughts, we can realize it's just a thought, and then we can start to work towards shifting, adjusting, changing these thoughts. This is where coaching gets really, really comes in play. It's super handy, right? Like I know with my coach, like I can say a bunch of things, and some of it, like I can see, right? Like I can see those thoughts. I can become aware of them just from talking and writing them down. And then sometimes she'll see thoughts, and then I'll be like, yeah, I see that. And then sometimes she'll see thoughts that were not even on my radar. And that's the beauty, right? Like someone else can see your thoughts and help you start to get clarity. But you can start doing this yourself, right? You can start doing this yourself by observing your thoughts. So centering yourself, observing your thoughts, writing them out, get them out of your body and onto a piece of paper, and then label them as just a thought. These are the beginning steps of mindset work. Super powerful. In just an instant, you can have a shift. I know I have, over and over and over. So I hope this first phase, this first step, was helpful for you. And tomorrow I'll do another video on learning to really identify and feel feelings in your body. So I hope you'll check in tomorrow and see what that one's about too. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful, beautiful, amazing day. And I'm always here if you have questions, want to chat, or set up a free consult to see if coaching is right for you. Namaste.